Hi, so listen, I've been practicing and I've got better and better. So this is my third one. I've embedded a rhinestone. This not baked or anything. So this is my first one. This was my one from yesterday. Two little flowers, and then this is my one before being on the camera. So it's actually fine detailed work, and so I'm gonna sit down and try to recreate this one. I blended my clays, you know, the other day I was working from lots of different colors. I just blended them till they all into one. So I'm just using this clay today to make the flower, and then I'll embed a rhinestone into the center when I finished. Oh, here it is. So just see that rhinestone. So I probably will lose that. So let me put it somewhere. I might lose that. Probably will lose it. Put it there. But I'm sure I'll be disappearing soon. So I'm just drinking black coffee. Oh, doesn't even want to sit right. Never mind. At least I know it's here. Yeah, so just don't give up. Use the basic tools like needle, stitching needle, sewing needle, hand needle, and then just your basic ones. Okay, so I'm just gonna start now. I hope you can see my hands because I can't see the camera. Yeah. Okay. So I just have to work from here. I've positioned the camera on the other side, so you're on this side, on the left side. Normally you're on my right side. So I just wanted to try a different angle. See? Oh no, look, I've messed up the camera already. I have to have it the correct, you know, the bubble where it sits correctly in the bubble thing. I don't know its name, its official name. You know, it calibrates the, if your tripod is sitting flat or at one angle, up or down. The mobile's actually sitting unusual, but you know. So first you have to make a base, so that's what I'm going to do now. Just put that back up to a higher number. So just work from plastic because it's easier than if you work from paper, it leaches out some of the oils onto the paper and then dries out your clay. So if you work from plastic, that doesn't happen. These were the cheap cutters from Temu, a set of 3. They're called Stone. And then just push that in. Oh, actually I'm working on the wrong side. I realized it's supposed to be on the other side. That's just clay, so just take that out. Residue. So let's start on this one. See where the plastic bag is flat and doesn't have a seal. So I've got a bubble there. So just take it out with your tool. You can just move it over if you want. It looks like I made ages ago. This is toilet paper and glue, PVA glue, an owl, so it was called toilet paper clay. It's light as a feather, as you can imagine. So I just need a little bit. Oh yeah, one lady, actually I was learning from a lady, and let me show you what she was doing. So that lady is new to me, so I have not seen her before. So let me flatten it out first, and then I'll show you what she did. I'm just making it a bit thinner, like as thin as possible. She was making 2 different types of flowers, but what she was doing to the edge, I don't know her name at all. What she was doing to the edge is she was flaring it out using one of these tools, like roughening up so it's not got a straight edge. So let me just see if you can see that. Yep. So just flare it out so it doesn't have a rigid straight edge. So there's different ways of making flowers. There's even that way where you you just curl it in like this with your big fat fingers or your little skinny fingers, and then once you've formed the flower you cut off the excess from underneath. That's a really raggedy rose. Okay, so I don't want that. Alright, I don't want that, so let me make another one. My clay's a bit dry today, so I'll go back to what I do know, because I haven't learned that other technique so well, so I'm not going to do that one. Oh, there's actually a different one where, oh, I'm going to lose that. See, it's just going to fly off the table. Where you go like this, so you turn this into a long snake, well, not that long, and then you press it into the table. This is what I learned from Susan. And then from the thick bit you curl it in, and that turned into a nice rose. See, it's forming already. Wow, that's really nice, isn't it? So that was really simple to do. And then you take this sort of tool and you flare out the petals like that. This is how I made these, exactly the same. So you could use that in your work. But the thing is, I'm practicing something else, so I'm going to leave that because I don't need that right now. I'm practicing something else, so that's what I'm going to continue with. Yeah, I want another one of these. That's what I'm practicing. Yeah, I love my hot coffee espresso from home. So I'm gonna cut these petals quite chunky today because last time they were too thin, and I reckon that's where I was having the problems and the issues. You don't need them so thin, so just have them quite chunky. When you're new to something, it's better to go chunky than small. So there's one. Oh, they just stick to you, right? Then you form the shape when you're actually on the stone. So I'm using 2 of them at a time instead of 1. I don't want it to be too small. So if I use too small, maybe I can do another one after. So these are fat and chunky. It's a nice windy day today. So pick them up with a pointed tool like this, or that needle, and then press it in a little bit. Find out where you want to put it, press it in, and then flare it out, and you get like a perfect first petal. So poke it in, turn your paper or your plastic, press it in and flare it out. So that one's bigger than the rest. I'm just going to move them out the way. Press it in and flare it out. So the more I practice each and every day, as you might be able to tell from the videos, I'm actually improving my skill, and my petals are looking like petals and not something else. Perfect. Okay, then you can embed your rhinestone. Just put it in your finger like that and press it into the center, and then position it, and then press it in a bit more. See, back of the cocktail skiptic, just push it in, and when you put that in the oven, that'll bake into there. And then what I did last time, like this, just to bring it out a little bit more so you can see it more. See it on here, brought it out a bit more. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So pick it up a bit. Well, you have to pick it up so you sort of lightly push it from underneath, but not so much that it comes out, but just lightly from underneath. Press in with your finger, but only lightly, so it sort of comes out. But you don't want it to come out, you still need to have it embedded, otherwise it'll fall out, you know. So I'm just gonna add one more petal because I feel like my flower needs one. It's missing from there. Most flowers only have 5, but my one requires 6 just now, just to make it look nice. And then you can clean up the edges with your silicone soft tip stylus. And then at the back, be like underneath, sort of on the side of the flower, I'm just pushing the clay out a little bit away from the flower, so I'm making like detailed indentations on the faux rock. So just keep practicing, and one day you'll have what you want. So this one was too big, so stay with the smaller ones. Now because it's got 6 petals, it looks a bit wrong, doesn't it? Because my other one has only, hang on, my other one has 1, 2, let me check, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no, hold on, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, but they seem to be smaller than these podgy fat ones. So let me just correct something. This one, just correct. I like this new hobby. You don't need much at all, but you get really nice designs from just playing with your clay. Yeah, I like that one as well, it's nice. I feel like that fat podgy one is a bit different, so I'm just gonna add another line detail into it. I just feel like it's more podgier than the rest. Well, you can turn them into leaves just by stroking it like that. See? I'll show you in a minute, 1 second. So you're just adding more detail. And it flares it out a bit. So you have to choose what you want. That's my second one. And this was my first one of today. This was off camera. And then this was just here now with you on camera. Yeah, so I'm just going to keep playing and see where I get stuff like that. So my videos lately have been really long. So yeah, I'm just going to keep playing. Give something new a try yourself. All my stones being crushed over here. That's not good. I like my stone from the other day. And oh, there's that thing. Yes, and now I'm just talking to myself, so I'm going. And I found that bit that I thought I lost. It belongs here. So with my needle, I'm going to embed it into some clay and then bake it so I have something to hold on to. So I've ordered more things from China, so needles, so then I can just, you know, I can use those. So see, this is just wire and this is more bendy than this stiff steel needle. So I can just embed it there and then I'll bake it in like that. I'll bake that bit around so then I have something to hold while I do my fine detailed work, you see. And that gives me like a handle now to hold and still drag and do my things. That's what I'm going to bake that like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to bake these today because my tray's filling up now. See, it gives me a perfect thing to hold it from there and still do my work on the front. So the needle's just there. I'll show you when it comes out anyway. Yes, right, there you go, something to hold on. So this will be baked, this needle will be baked into this clay. Yeah, I'm just seeing if I've got enough. Yeah, I have. There you go. So that's something else you learned today. from me. Yeah, anyway, give me a thumbs up if you learned something new and if you like this new hobby that I'm doing and all that, and give it a go yourself, you know. Anyway, take care. God bless. Bye.